Did you see that news clip?
Leave a comment below.
Make sure you like and subscribe.
Make sure you like and subscribe.
Welcome to another episode of Clips of News. On today's episode, I wanted to go over a news clip that I was checking out. Actually, I was watching a couple of news clips about, President Biden and what he's been doing in his first days of office, the 100 days and so on and so forth. And this clip came out the other day, and I was watching it, and it's just talking about how he just got a judge officially into office. And I was thinking to myself, this seems like really, really bad. Especially being that Donald Trump, as a president, confirmed over, I want to say like 300 judges in his span of 4 years. He's confirmed more judges in American history than any other president in American history. So for Biden to then come in after him and then, just got a judge done after 100 days, it just became something that I thought we should take a look at. So here's the news clip that we're going to check out.
All right, he went to Morehouse. He got his law degree from Emory. He went on to a distinguished legal career in the great state of New Jersey that included him being county counsel, top lawyer in the county government for the most populous county in New Jersey. He became a judge in New Jersey, highly respected, distinguished, not a blemish anywhere on his record. And at the beginning of 2015, February 2015, President Obama nominated him to the federal court. His name is Julian Xavier Niels. And that judicial nomination for President Obama was like basically a gimme, right? They held his confirmation hearing in the United States Senate in 2015 after President Obama nominated him. And the confirmation hearing went great. He sailed through, no objections. The Judiciary Committee is where they hold confirmation hearings in the Senate. They decided on Julian Niels' nomination by a voice vote. They didn't even bother taking a roll call vote. They just did all in favor, aye, no objections. Pass him through for his floor vote in the Senate, and then he can become a federal judge. That was in November 2015. Zero controversy about him. He passes out a committee with zero objections. That sets up what is expected to be, what in normal circumstances would be a totally non-controversial vote on him in the full Senate to confirm him to the court. But that never happens. The committee has his hearing and passes him through on a voice vote with no objections, November 2015, but there's no floor vote. Then December 2015 comes around, nothing happens, no floor vote. We roll into January 2016, nothing happening, no floor vote. President Obama, of course, was in the White House, but in the Senate, that was controlled by Mitch McConnell and the Republicans. And what Mitch McConnell and the Republicans did when they controlled the Senate is they just refused to consider President Obama's nominees to be judges. They just refused to allow votes on Obama nominees. When Trump was elected, Republicans, having held open judicial seats that way in courts all over the country, once Trump got elected, they turned on a dime. And the Republicans in the Senate raced to put Trump-nominated judges on the courts in such quantity and at such a pace that they nearly sprained something. I mean, they did nothing anywhere near as fast and effectively as they confirmed Trump-nominated judges. Trump got nearly as many appeals court judges onto the federal bench in his scandal-ridden 4 years in office as other presidents did who had 2 whole terms and 8 whole years to do it. They absolutely stuffed the courts full of Trump judges. Well, today, 139 days into the Joe Biden presidency, 139 days, 4.5 months into Joe Biden being president and the Senate being controlled by the Democrats, today, finally, Julian Niels got his confirmation vote on the floor of the Senate. President Obama nominated him for the job more than 6 years ago. Republicans raised no actual objections to his nomination, but they nevertheless refused to hold a vote to confirm him. You guys, it took them 4.5 months to confirm the first Biden-nominated judge. 4.5 months. Trump got more than 230 judges onto the court in 4 years. And that's because the Republican-controlled Senate worked harder on that than they worked on anything else. It takes time and effort and prioritization of the calendar in the Senate to get judges confirmed. But during Trump's time in office, they absolutely stuffed Trump judges into every corner and crevice of every federal court in the country. Democrats are in control of the Senate now, and they've got a Democratic president, but they took 4.5 months to confirm Biden's first judge.
So, like she said, took 4.5 months for them to confirm the very first judge inside of his presidency. That is a huge problem. When the Republicans were in power, when they had the power of all three seats, they killed it. They were getting laws done. They were getting things done for their president. Now you look at our president is in power. The Democratic president is in power. All three of the chambers of power belong to the Democrats, and nothing is getting done. This is a major, major problem. We have to make up noise. We have to write our senators, write our congressmen. We have to say something. We have to complain. Because if we don't complain, then what's going to happen is the election is going to come around. I believe it's this year or maybe next year. But an election is going to come around where it's trying to switch one of the chambers of power, whether it be the Senate or the House, or not the president, because that's 2024 or something like that, but the Senate or the House. And when that time comes to flip, guess who's coming out to vote? Republicans. They're going to come out in the swarms. And if Democrats don't come out and vote for a Democratic senator and a Democratic governor, then guess what happens? The Republicans come in, and we already see what they're going to do. They're going to do the same thing that they did to Obama. They're going to block any type of law changing, any type of judges. They're going to block everything until they have full control again. And that's the game tactic. So either we're going to play ball with them, and our Democratic politicians are going to actually get something done, or we're going to have to do something. We have to get a new political power, a new political party going, or we have to vote these people out of power. We need to vote in people who will actually do something, who will actually make moves. That's what we have to do. Because if we keep going down this path of not doing anything, of just electing a president and thinking that that's just how it's going to work, everything is going to run smoothly, nothing's going to get done. We can see that. We already see what's happening. Look at us now. So let's look at the things that so far the president has done, or the things that he's gotten done. Did he handle the COVID-19, the COVID epidemic? Yeah, he did pretty good. He got out the vaccines, you know what I'm saying? He got people vaccinated. He got the medicine out. He's sending it out to other countries. Whoop-de-doo, great. Did he handle Israel pretty well? Not really. Israel was killing up the Palestinians, bombing them people, killing them people, arresting little kids, little babies, bombing schools and newspaper buildings and all kinds of stuff. Did he handle that very well? No, he didn't. Instead, he sold them more military-grade weapons and doubled down on his efforts to ensure that Israel takes over the Palestinian people homeland. So I don't think he handled that very well. What about the stimulus thing? Okay, we got one stimulus check for $1,200, which plus the $600 that Trump got us equals out to $2,000. But he didn't give us his own stimulus check. They've been in power. They got all three branches, and they ain't getting no money out to us on a monthly basis. They can't even get this bill signed over so that we can get the child tax credit that they're going to pay out on a monthly basis to lock that in for the next couple of years. They can't even agree on that to get that done. They got Joe Manchin holding up everything, in which case we need to vote him out of power and vote in somebody new. They should get this guy out of there. Come on, man. He don't want to do what the people tell him to do. He got to go. That's how we got to do a politician. And then, I mean, what did he do with immigrations? He got some plans for immigrants to try to get them their citizenship. He's working on some stuff. He's putting that out there. Still got kids getting locked up in cages, told the people not to come over here to the country, stay where they at. Although, mind you, America went over there and torped the people of them countries, so I don't see how you're going to tear up people's country and then tell them not to come to your country. And, of course, he stopped the funding for Donald Trump's big giant wall. So the wall is no longer getting built. But, I mean, other than that, he hasn't really done anything for the people. He was supposed to be our guy, the guy for the small man, the little people. This bill that they want to get signed over to get the 2 years college and the daycare and the free daycare for infants and preschoolers and up to 2 years or 3 years, as well as the child tax money on a monthly basis. They didn't even want to put in a new stimulus check. They didn't want to put in a new federal minimum wage of $15. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. They barely want to do the infrastructure plan, turning over into positive green energy, solar power and hydropower and wind power and things like that, and educating people so that we can get the jobs to do these things. They ain't want to invest in nothing. We got to make up noise. We have to make up noise to make the politicians do what we hired them, elected them to do. Like, we got to make up noise. All right. So, with that being said, guys, I just had to share this. I thought that it's very important. If you're a Democrat or you are independent and you want to see the world a better place, America a better place, more of a place that is fair and in unity and takes care of the little people, then you have to participate in the political process. You have to make up noise. You have to vote. You have to actually do something to help. Doing nothing doesn't help. So with that being said, I want to thank you for watching another episode of Clips and News. And so remember, man, we all out here trying to do the same thing. Just be happy and survive.